So let me tell you about my first time being in Nairobi. I came to Nairobi through a cousin's invitation, and I had a phone that I used to hold with a rubber band. And something else that I came with was just a dream. If you're planning to move to Nairobi or you just landed here in Nairobi, these are some of the things I believe you should know and understand before you even venture or start something constructive. So when I came to Nairobi, actually I didn't know what I was going to do and how I was going to plan myself. However, I remember my cousin telling me, we kuja utajipanga. Something that I recall is that village life was kind of slow. Nairobi had endless opportunity for me to just go there and tap onto those opportunities. And this is something that people need to understand. If you're just moving from the rural area to Nairobi, most or majority of the people I have interacted with, including myself, believe that opportunities are in CBD. All the opportunities are in CBD. So you tend to move and be in search of jobs and things to do only in town center, forgetting that if most of us are doing this, moving to town center, looking for opportunities, then it means we are leaving other opportunities just waiting for us to tap them. In those areas that you move to, you are leaving those opportunities, and other people who have understood that Nairobi, at some point, if you do not have connection, you will be moving from one building to the other, leaving CVs and resumes. People will be like, saizi hakuna job, wacha CV tutacontact. Saizi kuna internship na hakuna mshahara. Such kind of responses. And more oftentimes you find that people will be disheartened, and it feels so frustrating experience. However, at the end of the day, you just need to put in more effort. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 3 things I wish someone told me when I was moving to Nairobi. First, when you are being hosted, do not overstay your welcome. That's number 1 rule. Don't overstay your welcome. If you decide to overstay your welcome, just be ready and be prepared to endure the things or the disgust experience you will undergo. Number 2, do not try chasing quick get money schemes, because at the end of the day, there is absolutely no way you're going to get rich quickly, and if you do, there are consequences, and oftentimes you will never love those consequences. Number 3, if you are a girl or just a woman or a lady who has moved to Nairobi, these are the things I would like you to avoid. Also, it's for men. First of all, let me start with girls. If you are a student, please do not enter or start entertaining things like smoking, bang, marijuana, drinking, things like online prostitution, things like doing parties every now and then, because these are some of the activities that lead you astray, you forgetting what was your main purpose moving to Nairobi. And of course, you will see people building with online prostitution. However, at what cost at the end of the day? The same goes for young men who are moving to Nairobi. Avoid drugs. Drugs have never ever been a game changer to any single person, unless you are a drug lord, and even at the end of the day, drug lords get killed. Either you can be killed by your fellow rivals or you can be killed by the cops. I remember just like a month ago, we lost some of the most creative mind person who was working at NTV and also at Citizen TV, called Kimani Mbugua. That dude was creative and he had a lot of opportunities ahead of him. However, because of drugs, at the end of the day, things turned south. Avoid drugs at all costs. Another thing, that the number 3 thing that I will urge each and every individual to do Ensure that if you have moved away from the CBD, for instance you are in Ngong, for instance you are in Githurai, try to build skills before you move into CBD, because without skills you will end up doing manual jobs. Those jobs that you refuse or you have been doing in the rural area are the same things you will come to do. If you are a guy of Mjengo just doing menial jobs, when you move to city center and you're not doing anything else, or you don't have a skill that could give you or set you aside from your peers, at the end of the day you're just going to do what other people are doing.